Do you want to play rough? Okay.
Uno.
Say hello to my little friend!
And welcome back, Mech Warriors. This is Old Bob 10025 with an introduction to your first light mech. Now, I'm going to go through and hopefully you guys did the achievements, which are the 25 battles. You get about between, I think it's like 15 to 18 million, and then also did the academy. Basically, you have all that already completed and done. You went through your 25 matches first, and then you're ready to purchase your first light mech. Now, there's other mechs. I'm going to go through a whole part series of light, medium, heavy, and then assaults, and then also the champions, and then other ones. But today is only light mech. So let's say you decide, hey, I like the light mechs, I'm going to purchase one. Or I should purchase a couple of them. So let's go through, and I'm going to show you different aspects, the best, and kind of like that kind of stuff. So let's go to, we're going to go to select mech here. Now there's a whole complete listing of different mechs. You have to decide if you're going to be clan or intersphere. Clan ones do cost a lot more. So you're going to looking at C-bill purchases. You're going to have about 23 million to go purchase. So you want to decide. You can purchase 3 light mechs of the clans because they're pretty cheap at that range, but you're spending a lot more. Or intersphere. So either one, it just all depends what you want to do for those. But I'm going to go through my own personal opinion, and then we'll go from there. So let's go through the store first. Actually, go through the store for the light mechs. Okay, now 2, 3. Those 4 or 5, 3, 4. There's 4 light mechs for the clan. For the clans, the rest are all like intersphere mechs. Now, all these mechs here are actually really good. The light mechs go from 20 to 35 tons. Basically, you're looking at not a lot of armor. They can dish out some damage if you know how to use them, and that's the whole thing. If you have a pilot that knows what they're doing, they can dish out a lot of damage with these things if they know how to use them. So let's say you decide, hey, I want to play light mechs, period. That's all I want to go and do. So, and I want to do intersphere mechs. Now, I highly recommend the main thing about light mechs is the skills that you get from them, you can transfer to all your other different types of classes, medium, heavy, assaults, because you acquire something called situational awareness of what's going on around you, because you have to. Light mechs are unforgiving mistress that will kill you every single time if you make a mistake. Basically, what you got to learn is what's around you, what's going on. Look at the map constantly. And plus, also, it will teach you the maps as well, because you have to know where you're going with these mechs, because they do run over 100, maybe over 120 a lot of times. So basically, you have to recognize that you'll be balls to the wall, going full speed all the time. Now, they do have some mechs. Some people like to actually peekaboo, which is going around corners and shooting, and then come right back again. So it just all depends on your play style. But I'm going to give you 2 examples of really good mechs that you should go purchase or go and use for the intersphere, and actually 2 for the clans. So let's go through that. I'll give 2 of each one. And I'll give a special mention as well too, as a fun one. So let's go through Locust first. The Locust builds. Now this is the best mech. I don't know why it is, but I have a lot of luck with these mechs. They're a lot of fun to play, and they're pretty much one of the mechs that you will learn a lot of different things about this mech. They're cheap. Now when you do purchase mechs for the first time, you want to make sure that you can purchase 3 of them, because then you actually go through skills and actually master and then elite your mechs. Because you have to do 3 of the basic. You have to get them all like basic, and then all mastered, and then all elite. So basically, you have to do that kind of stuff. So let's go through Locust. The 1V is a cooldown of 50%. Now, it does have 4 ballistic and 1 energy. So it does have an energy cooldown of a really high. What a lot of people do is they run 4 machine guns and then 1 ER large laser. So the ER large laser, let's go through and go see what it is here. Let's go view collab. And the ER large laser, so the cooldown rate is gonna be 1.5 be half that. So then if you put a module on there as well, it'd be another like 10%, so it'd be like 60%. So that's really good. That's what a lot of people do for this type of mech. They run 4 machine guns and the ER large laser. You can do that, and I've seen that done. Go back to store here. Okay, so now the 3M is the one with five energy. The energy cooldown is 25%. A lot of people run medium lasers or four medium pulse lasers like on this mech, and actually gets a really nice cooldown because you put a module on there as well. It gives you an extra 10%, so it's 35%. Rate of heat loss is plus 18%. The heat generation goes down a little bit, and the laser duration goes down a little bit as well. So medium pulse lasers are really good on this mech. Now the 1V I've seen a lot, and I've seen this guy be a sniper like freaking crazy, and they're really nice. So that's a definitely good option as well too. Plus they're only 1.3 million people, so it's not too bad. The 3S is the 1 energy 4 missile. A lot of people use this as a splat locust. So basically they'll go put, like, say, some SRM2s on there, and it actually runs pretty well. They'll have 4 like SRM2s, maybe a small laser or something like that, just to soak up some stuff. The cooldown's really nice at 30%, like I said, and the module gives it up to 40%. Energy cooldown 25% for a small laser, and heat generation for negative 15%. Now all these are the quirks that come with the locusts, depending on which one you're going to have. So this one, the S and the V, are probably one of the better ones. I don't know about the 3M. I've played a little bit. It's okay, but I like these two the most. The 1E, another one, it's okay. It just has 6 energy. A lot of people run six small lasers on this mech, and it does overheat, so you have to do kind of a lot of different weapon management like on it, but it's a fun mech to play. The 1M is the 2-2. It's 2 medium lasers, 2 medium pulse lasers, and 2 SRM 6s or even streaks. You can do that as well. Nice because the cooldown is 15% and 25% for the energy, so that's not as bad. Not as good as a 1V, but it's not bad. Now Pirate's Bane, oh boy, this one's a lot of fun. Let me tell you. The C-bill bonus, you get a plus 30% for the chassis bonus, so every single match you're going to get a lot more C-bills to purchase mechs later on when you go to play the game itself too. So it has 2 ballistic and 4 energy. There's 2 different builds I've seen for this that actually work out pretty well. One is the 4 small lasers and 2 machine guns. That's not used as much as the 4 medium lasers, which I'll show you like in just a sec. I'll show you that mech right now. This one is a 4 medium like lasers. It's just a standard basic thing. Now you could bring these arms down to 5, and they get an extra heat sink if you wanted to, and that's usually what a lot of people do. This book's at 153. Turn rate's really nice, so basically you will be running like crazy and run this mech like a freaking beast. So that's one of the things you kind of like want to go ahead and like understand about this type of mech. Back to store here. And then also you have the and then you can have the 4 small lasers and then the 2 machine guns, which does work out okay, but it's not as good, at least I think, as a 4 medium lasers, because you could, if you do weapon management right and you fire 1 and then 1, you won't overheat that much. So that's the main thing about a Pirate's Bane. It has ECM, which means you can help your fellow man and also not be targeted by missiles. That's an awesome advantage. So let's go to the 3V, 221 for AMS. The energy range is okay. The machine gun the machine gun rate of fire is 30%. So it does increase your rate of fire like on that, so it's not too bad. So you put 2 machine guns and 2 medium pulse lasers, and that works out well as well. I'm not going to get to the 1EC because this is only for MechWarrior credits. We're actually just going to get 2 C-bills. But I highly recommend either Pirate's Bane, the 1V, and 3S. Very nice mech builds to go and have. The 3S is a little bit harder to learn because of the SRMs. If you don't know how to use like SRMs at a faster rate when you're running like crazy, this might not be the mech for you. Probably the 1V, the Pirate's Bane, if you can. Pirate's Bane, you can get in the gift lab for, I think it's like $8 or something, and I highly recommend doing it. Then they also have sales a lot of times for that as well too. So let's go to the secondary mechs. I'm going to do 2 mech variants for each different one that are here. So let's go here. We're going to go to the Raven. Raven is another versatile mech, but I mostly seen the Raven either as 2 different versions, as a long-range sniper, and then also as up close and personal. I'm going to get you, and that's about it. So let's go through the 3 different variants that are here. The 3L, which does have ECM, which definitely works out very well. Basically, you can sneak up on your enemies, hit them with an arc, and help out your team getting locks on the 1 different mech that's there. It is fast. It runs at, I think it's like 97. Yeah, about 97. You can get it to be higher with a bigger engine, on it as well. But I highly recommend this mech as well. Well, obviously the 3 mechs will be there. Then these 2 you can purchase with like different MechWarrior credits. 2X. 2X is the Raven 2X. It has four energy, one missile. I'm mostly seeing this with just 4 medium pulse lasers. It works out pretty well for like a medium range combat, like short to medium, and kind of sniper, close range sniper. Get in, get out, and go and do that. So that's one of the mechs that actually might be pretty good. Then the 4X, which is 2 ballistic, 2 energy. The laser duration is really nice because it's negative 30%. So if you do have medium lasers, it will take less time for it to actually do damage, to do its full amount of damage. So that's really nice. Missile velocity 10, 15, and then the range gives an extra 10%. Put another module like on a 20, or I think it's like be another 12%. So the Ravens and the Locusts are one of the 2 best inner sphere mechs to go and have, at least I think. Now the Wolfhound, I tried the Wolfhound and I don't like it. That's just me. That's my own personal thing. But I had to actually use it a lot more because I only used, I think, one of these so far, and played about 20 games with it. But that's my only personal thing. Now, a honorable mention for the mechs is the Urban Mech, the Urby. I love the Urby, man. This mech is like one of the cooler mechs out there, to tell you the truth. The Urbans are or Urbies, a very, very light mech, 30 tons. But one of the coolest things it does have, it has the weapon mount, so you are able to mount a really, really heavy gun on there, like a AC-10 or even a AC-20. I believe, yeah, I'm pretty sure you do an AC-20. So either one of those two, you can go run through, which is nice. And the ballistic advantages, the range, the velocity, and the cooldown are really nice for each different type of mech that's out there. Range, and then also the lasers as well. That's honorable, like mentioned. Fun mech to run because it has 360-degree turn rate. So you can be running and still fire behind you with your front torso facing towards them. So it's really nice. You have to watch. You have to watch as far as where you're turning, what you're doing. But I highly recommend, if you can, get the Urban mechs. I love them. They're fun to play. They have jump jets, and they're just a blast to play. Okay, for the clan mechs now. Like I said before, you want to get 3 of the mechs. So if you're first purchasing mechs and you go, hey, I want the Arctic Cheetah, Cheetah, that's going to be all your mech bills when you go ahead and have 3 of them. You could just purchase one, blow through it, and then get ones later on, but you have to get mech bays as well, which I have a tutorial about how to get free mech bays. So let's go through them. Now the Arctic Cheetahs are one of the best ones you will see on your games, because obviously you play 25 games, or even 50 games if you did before you purchased your first mech. You found out that they have the Arctic Cheetah is almost the last one to live. It's always the last one, and you're running around the battlefield trying to find this little bastard. And this is one of the mechs that basically is a high survival rate for a simple reason. It torso twists like crazy, and the hitboxes, for some reason, are really good. I don't know why, but they do it. It's crazy. Okay, so 4 energy 2 missile. Now these are here. Here. These, you could change out the omnipods to be anything you want. That's kind of nice. You can't do it in this here. Here, I'll just go to my. I'll go to mine here. Arctic Cheetah. Okay, so I got one Arctic Cheetah to go screw around with here. So let's go to Mech Lab. Now I have the C. So basically, you can change out the omnipods to be anything you want for those. So basically, you can make it into a energy vomit mech if you wanted to. You can go and change out the omnipods to be torso. You could do it into a missile one. No, that's an AMS, I'm sorry. So right torso 1 gives you XP bonus. Prime gives you 1. I like these here actually. So let's go left torso. Go 2. Yeah, I like to see better, but you can get this one into the left torso to have ECM as well, which is nice. So basically 1 energy and then 1 ECM, because you can mix and match. So that's the coolest thing about clan mechs is they're very versatile on what roles they can play in the game itself. So one of the cooler things is about clan mechs, you actually modify this like crazy to be anything you want to do for your playstyle. If you want to do ECM mech, you can have one with the ECM quirk. 2 energy 1, then the arms, you do whatever you want to as well. That's the coolest thing about these mechs that I do definitely love. You have 1 missile and then 1 energy, 1 energy, 1 ballistic, 2 energy, and 1 and 1 depending on what you have. So with the LRM spreads and then everything else. So let's just go through the different mechs that they do have, which you can go purchase. Like I said, you purchase 3 of them, that's going to be all your stuff there. So the LRMs are negative 8% for the spreads, really nice. This has 4-2, but don't worry about the hard points. You can change those out with your omnipods. And then 2-2. So you may want to look at the quirks if you can, but the RT Cheetah is one of the better ones to go and have. For some reason, I've seen these guys running around like crazy, and I try to kill them. They're hell hard to kill. Now, the other one is, my favorite is the Kit Fox. Now I use this mech here as a LRM smasher, and basically, no, not that one, I'm sorry. Actually, use this one as an LRM smasher because it does have ECM, has 3 anti-missile systems, and then a S-ton of... go to my mech lab here and go and show you. So just show you this different design. So let's see here. Called Iron Dome, basically. So it does have 3 AMS systems. I think 5 tons of AMS ammo, 1.5 tons of machine gun, 3 double clan like extra heat sinks, 3 ER beam lasers. A great support mech. This mech is like, I've played this a lot. As you can see, 90,000, 108. Already mastered it. So I played this a lot. So that's one of the things that you want to go and like understand about these mechs is, if you see me playing these is one of my favorite mechs to go and play. I use this to go stop like LRMs against LRM Armageddon, basically the last big event that we had. Everyone used like LRMs, so pop this out and kind of denied them going to use like LRMs themselves. So let's go home here. Let's go back. Okay, so the RT Cheetah and the Kit Fox are one of the best clan mechs to have. Now, both of these won't set you back that much, but you're looking at 16 million just to get 3 of these things. Or, you know, like 16 to 17 million. So basically, that's one thing you got to understand with the clans and Inner Sphere, is that the Inner Sphere will be a lot cheaper, which has more quirks, but the clans are more expensive, but they're a lot better quality. So just kind of understand like how that works there. So that's my recommendations. Another like notable like mention is the Jenner. The Jenner is really nice mech, really nice to use, has jump jets and everything else. Or the Inner Sphere, as you see, I got 3 of these things. Very, very fun to use as well too. Good quirks, not too bad. I mean, negative 10%, it's not bad at all. Missile velocity, nice too. So it just, and then the Commander you can use as well too. But I highly recommend the Locust, the Raven, the Urban Mech as a fun mech. Okay, as a fun one, it's pretty cool to go and use, and I get some good kills on as well. As far as the clans, the Kit Fox and the RT Cheetah. Now do understand you can switch out all your Omnipods for the clan mechs to be any role you want to, but the Inner Sphere mechs you can't. So basically you're kind of stuck at what you have for what's going on. So basically, this one has an energy equivalent plus 50%. So it cools down half the time whenever you're going to shoot. So you're kind of stuck in different types of roles for those mechs when you go do the builds, and you try to do the builds based off their quirks. That's the best thing to do. That way you get the extra juice out of the quirks. So anyways, that's my recommendations for lights. I'm going to do a medium, a heavy, and then assault, and then I'll probably do the champion and the heroes. I'm not sure yet. Just all depends. But because I don't actually have a lot of champions and the heroes, but I have the other mechs. But these are my own opinions of what you should go and purchase as your first light mech. Now, do know your skills as a light mech will transfer to anything else you do. You know, torso twisting, map knowledge, situational awareness, which is the most important thing, because a lot of us get tunnel vision. So, anyways, I do appreciate you watching me. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel, and I know you can watch others, man. And it humbles me. You guys watch me, man. Trust me, it humbles me. You guys watch my YouTube videos, and I want to know that basically you guys are. I want you to know that you guys are the best community I've ever seen in any type of game. I played a lot of different communities out there, and you guys are the best. And thank you for being the cool guys that you are, like out there, cool guys and women out there, because there are a lot of women that do play this game. So thank you. If you have any comments, suggestions, leave them down below. I'll be more than happy to go and answer for you, and then other people as well too. And thank you, and I will see you on the battlefield.